This prop was sent to me by Fusion Drones. If you go to the website right now, you get 10% off with my coupon, with the coupon code, which is on the screen now. This is the Racekraft 5045. It's a total departure from their crane style blades, although I think they're calling this one a crane style also, but it's not really. It doesn't have that high arch crane style. And when I first saw this prop, I was really surprised because it looks really good. It looks like a traditional prop, and it looks like it could perform really well and replace the 5x4x3 for me. And recently we had a prop that I personally think completely replaces the 5x4x3, the Dahl 5040, the new 5040. And then when I compared these two blades, I was like, holy moly, they're almost identical. Almost identical, not quite, but like if you look at the blade profiles, you see the Racekraft has a little bit more scoop to it, and then it also has a little bit more of a significant like forward leading edge, and the end of the blades are a little bit different, but the general blade shape is similar, and when I run my finger down the blade, they feel very similar as well. But as we know, minor changes in a prop can totally change the way it feels in the air. That being said, these two props feel super duper similar. They feel super similar, with the Racekraft having a couple of better properties and the Dahl having a couple of other better properties. So it's really kind of a toss-up what you want, what you prefer. Now the Racekraft blade is trying to be a general prop, and it's trying to kind of be your all-around, all-purpose prop, your go-to prop. And for that, I actually think that it is pretty good at that, except for one flaw, which they're going to be working on. But this prop has fantastic throttle control, similar to the Dahl 5040, fantastic grip, just like the Dahl 5040. Just everything about it flies great. It has good response. It's not quite as zippy as the Dahl 5040, but it is not only 1 gram, like 0.8, 0.9 grams heavier, it is also a steeper pitch, so it's harder to push through the air. So with those two deficits, the fact that it even feels similar to the 5040 and just a zippy prop, or a very light wispy prop, is surprising, because it shouldn't be as wispy as it actually is. It's fantastic for acro. It should be fantastic for racing. Everything about this prop flies great. You're not going to be upset about this prop. It's a super standard prop that just is good. Overall, just good, just great prop. The one major flaw is what you see here, right here. So I've broken 2 of these props already, and they don't break the way I expect. I literally hit 1 leaf one time, just 1 leaf, and I don't have the GoPro on there, so I don't have video of it. But 1 leaf I hit, and one of the blades exploded off, and then a couple seconds later, the other 2 blades, not a couple seconds, half a second later, the other 2 blades exploded off, and it was really disappointing because it feels really solid when you flex the blade. And when you look at these two, so the Dahl blade is like super flexible. When you flex the Racekraft blade, it's not. It's super stiff. And I talked to them, and they wanted a stiffer blade because it has better response and better control overall, which should be true. What I would say the stiffness is a bigger benefit for is 5S and 6S, because I know that if you put this prop on 5S and a high kV motor, the Dahl prop, you'll probably start hearing some whining from the blade flattening out, because it's such a flimsy blade. It's not flimsy, but it just doesn't have that stiffness to it to hold up at super high RPM. Whereas the Racekraft prop, it does. It has a lot of stiffness to it, and it should hold up really well to 5S and 6S. And it's a pretty efficient prop. Oh, I forgot to talk about efficiency. So the 5045 pulls just about the same amps as the Cyclone 5045, which is, not surprising, but it's a little bit more efficient than the Cyclone 5046. Not efficient. It pulls a little bit fewer amps than the Cyclone 5046, and it pulls about 30 to 35% more amps than the Dahl 5040, which is exactly as you'd expect, because it gives you a good bit more speed and a good bit more pop. And yeah, I've started talking to the Racekraft guys, trying to, maybe they'll have different versions of this prop. One version that's made of a more resin-like plastic rather than this harder plastic that will hold up to hits better. Because I think that if this prop increases, if you could increase the durability on this prop, I think it would be fantastic for everything sub 6S. I don't know if it'll be able to handle 5S once it becomes a little bit softer. It's a great prop. Give it a shot if you want to try a new prop. I don't think you'll be upset. I think that you will not even notice when you put this prop on. Compared to whatever you're flying, you'll put this prop on and you'll just be like, oh, that's good. That was my impression. I put it on, I'm like, oh yeah, that's not bad, that's pretty good. And yeah, that's all. Take care. Floss.